Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here, guys. I have such a good show for you today. I'm already cracking up because Meghan is at it again on her social media. She is up to some real weird stuff. We just have to get our eyeballs on it and talk about it. To see it is to believe it. If you're new here, I'm Jen. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and leave me comments, as all of those helps YouTube to recommend my videos. And I sincerely appreciate that. And thank you to everybody who hits the hype button. That means so much to me. All right, let's take a look. So Meghan is up to it again. And there's so much to unpack with this, but she cannot get out of her own way. She's her own worst enemy. And it's kind of hilarious to watch somebody who seems to think they know everything. Just watching them take themselves down like this is actually kind of funny. Okay, what am I talking about? So on her Instagram, she posted this video. Now I don't believe it's her. I believe it's one of her followers, but they posted it on As Ever, and I just want you to see it. Now I want to remind you that this is the bookmark that she pretended to sell out of. What was it, like in 10 minutes? And this bookmark cost $18. $18. Just take a look and we'll talk more about it. Here we go. Here is the screen recording directly from the website. Now there is no sound, but just look. Look at the thickness of the book. Don't worry, I'll slow it all down. You can see what's going on though. Okay, so in case you missed it, let me show you because I've got still images, because I just watched this and I was like, what? Why would she post that? All I can figure is she's not over her, although I feel like she controls everything. But what if she's not over her own social media and her social media person does not like her? That's the only thing I can come up with. So you have a thick book here, right, that this person's looking at. They have a perfectly good bookmark that seems to span the length of the book. Okay, they take that out. They replace it with Meghan's. What do you immediately notice? I know the same thing we all notice, that the bookmark can't even grab on. It's just, and it's like the person didn't want us to see how warped it seems to be, the leather. So she immediately takes her hand and starts pressing it down. Like, we're not going to notice that you are literally having to hold your $18 bookmark in place here. And again, look at the size of this book and think about how this thing is already, it's not functioning correctly. It has one job. It can't even do it. She moves her hand, and again, immediately, this is just screenshots from the video you just saw. It just immediately pops right back up, and she closes the book. So that way you can't notice, and she's rubbing the book. So again, are we just not supposed to notice that you're trying to fix Meghan's bookmark? Because that appears to be what you're doing. That is just so funny to me. It is the worst advertisement for any product I've ever seen. And again, if it was a one-off, okay, maybe you could say whatever, but it's not. This is like the quality control on her products is like nothing I've ever seen. Let me just point out a few things. Of course, that bookmark is so funny to me because, again, $18 for a bookmark. I mean, I use old paper or like scrap paper or cardstock or whatever I have, index cards. And even if you're going to spring for a cute bookmark, you would know that this little leather bookmark is not it for $18. And it's just not going to hold in a book, especially this size. So silly. It's so stupid. Clearly, it doesn't work because they're showing it themselves that it doesn't work. The woman is trying to hide that it's not working. Okay, and then we've, of course, had this string of wickless candles going out to people. We've had, I know, Link Lauren and a couple other influencers. Was it, I think, Royal Daily Tea? I forget who else got them and claimed that there was no wick in there. I don't think they have a reason to make that up. But these wickless candles are going out. And then this woman I'd like to talk about for a minute. She got one as well, and she did a product review, and I need you to see it. I pulled it. I'm going to give her full credit and a shout out. I want you to give her the follow, but I need you to see a little bit of it so you understand what's going on, because it is so crazy. It's just so crazy. Okay. So again, another wickless candle. So I don't even know, because didn't Dan Wooten also, or Dan Wooten's fiance, somebody got a wickless candle, I think, in his camp as well. So it's a thing. It's not just going out to influencers. It's a quality control issue. I understand that one or two things can have a problem, but this many, I think there's something really weird here going on. Just lack of caring, it's just not a good quality product, it appears to me. So, okay, so this woman, let's see here. I've got her here. Hold on, let me pause her. So she has a podcast that's called Daily Dose of Dana. I'm not familiar with her, but I became familiar with her because of this issue. I know she was one of the more recent ones to claim to not get a wickless candle. Again, you have one job, Meghan, one job. Like, your candles are supposed to have wax and a wick in them. What's going on here? This is so weird. But this woman claims that she got one without a wick. And I just want to play a minute of her clip because I want you to hear what she's talking about. There's a bigger issue at hand here, and I want you to hear it directly from her. So I'm going to hit play on this thing and let you take a look. So again, give her the follow. She is Daily Dose of Dana podcast. I found her on Instagram talking about this. So here you go.
It's funny that, my job is reporting on, celebrity pop culture, all that kind of stuff. And yet, it always raises the bar, the people that I post about that have the craziest fans. And I didn't think I could get worse than some of the Blake bots. And then when, of course, I was talking about some of the Bravo stars. But you know where they are? It's the Meghan Markle fans. Meghan Markle fans are worse than Taylor Swift fans. They're worse than Candace Owens fans. They are the worst, meanest, attacking people if you don't just obsess over their person. And listen, my post was not even about Meghan. It was about her candle. And Meghan's candle came to me without a wick. I'm really sorry to tell you guys. And I'm really sorry to share that negative, feedback. But she should know that her candle is being sent out without a wick. It's important. It's important information. And I stand by it.
Isn't that interesting? I've experienced it. You've experienced it. If you've been in this community for any length of time, you've definitely experienced exactly that. So not only is the quality control just awful, you have this, I don't know what they are, this mediocre mafia going after anybody who dares criticize anything Meghan does. I've told you before in no uncertain terms, they tried to dox me. I never, I have lines I don't cross with Meghan. I don't talk about her kids, things like that. I talk about things that I feel like products that are wrong, or, I've been all over it. I just, there's certain things I won't talk about if I feel like it's too far, because I don't like how they go after Catherine. I try not to do that with Meghan. But if there's a legitimate reason to discuss, hey, I don't like your behavior on this thing, or I don't like how you and your idiot husband handled things, I'm going to talk about it. They can't stand it. They can't stand it if you bring any kind of criticism, constructive, or feedback or anything like that, or hey, why aren't you acting like a human being kind of thing. So anyway, they can't stand it. I think it's, I'd say it's funny, but it's actually not. It's I think just more, it's more glaring that she'll never learn. She'll never change, because she has this, I'd say, army. I think there's just a small few of them, but they're loud and they're obnoxious. And that's exactly it. You've seen it. You've seen the way they've gone after people, and they've gone after, like Taz and all, whoever your favorite YouTuber is, they've gone after, and they just attack, and it's brutal. It is. So Meghan will never learn or never change, because she has this line of defense. She will not, instead of addressing it, saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened, we'll make it right, sorry, it's attack. So how do you expect to improve your products or change anything? She doesn't. I know, obvious answer, but she doesn't. She just wants her name out there, I think. She just wants to be popular. As I keep saying, she doesn't care about having a successful business, in my opinion, because if so, this is not how you do it. So I thought that was an interesting point. And again, it ties back to the bigger picture. There seems to be not good quality control going on, and you can't get she'll never learn because she'll never change because she'll never hear it. It's just victim, victim, I'm a victim. And all of her followers seem to be drinking that Kool-Aid as well. So how do you, I mean, she'll just never change. It's not that I'm shocked by that, but I'm still stuck on this $18 bookmark. Remember, it was, I think, $64 if you bundled a bookmark. Was it some tea, some honey, things like that? I mean, it's just a leather bookmark that had her handwriting on it. I can't even call it calligraphy. It's that loopy swoopy, fell asleep here, And she claims it sold out, I believe it was in like 7 minutes. Again, I question the authenticity of that because it was low stock, in my opinion. And remember, there have been two schools of thought as to where this bookmark came from. I traced it kind of back to somebody who I believe is out of the UK. They sell their bookmarks for about $11 a bookmark. Again, marked up for Meghan to about $18. Think Beautiful, which I love. I need to get back with her because we talked about doing another collab. Think Beautiful is great. Think Beautiful found maybe even cheaper, like pennies option. And the more I see these folds and stuff and how it doesn't say flat, man, she might just be onto something. I don't know. But I don't understand this. Why a bookmark at all? There's no tie-in. It doesn't relate back to her. I mean, are we supposed to tie it to an eventual cookbook? I don't know. Again, you wouldn't want a leather bookmark in a cookbook for so many reasons. And cookbooks are generally pretty substantial. So a little bookmark doesn't make any sense anyway. It's just all of it. I know. I'm trying to make sense out of something that makes no sense at all. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. You have to let me know your thoughts on all this. It just keeps getting more ridiculous. I'm just going to continue to laugh at it. But I think it's interesting that we're seeing worse and worse. The more things just seemed rushed. They seem chaotic, even more so than normal, even more so than Meghan normally seems chaotic. It seems extra chaotic. So I feel like this is not going to be the end of this. People, I would think, are going to be upset. I can't imagine many bought this bookmark. I really don't believe with the sellout thing. It was a leftover promotion. Remember, she had already rolled that out at Godmother's bookstore. And so, is it Fairy Godmothers or Godmothers? I don't care. Whatever that bookstore is, she rolled it out. So in my opinion, I bet there was just a couple left. So she sold it as a bundle. There you go. So I can't imagine many got this bookmark, so maybe we won't hear anything. But if there was any quantity to go out at all, I would imagine people would be upset. $18 for this. Why? You just want something with Meghan's dumb handwriting on it? It's like printed on there. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts on all this. I find this whole thing so ridiculous. I really do. I'm sure, again, as more frantic items are released, I'm sure there'll be more craziness. I mean, we're coming up on Valentine's Day. We got those horrible chocolates with the flower petals in them and the velvet bows. It's just so gross. Don't do that. Don't do that to your significant others. Don't do that. Get them something good for Valentine's Day. Don't do that. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. I'm absolutely it's not even that I'm shocked anymore. It's just more nonsense, right? What else is new? Let me know your thoughts. And I hope you guys have the best day. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to further support, you know how to do it. Check out the merch, check out Patreon, check out my, I have my Amazon storefront. If you want to know about like what products I use, lipstick, things like that, you can check it out over there. Even just clicking the links really does help, and I appreciate that. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Oh, check out Goose Adventures. I'm working on the weight loss stuff. I'm hoping to add new content over there. Really working hard. So check that out as well. And thank you guys so much for being here. And I appreciate it. And I can't wait to bring you, that's a lot of answers. Can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Take care. I decided to go winter white today. I know. I haven't done this name yet. I had to do it. I was going to add like Atlantic or something to make it less risque, but I'm feeling risque today. So let's do it. All right. I heard it. All right. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi. How are you? Yeah, I'm white. I decided to do winter white. Why not? Something different. I think our Catherine wore white, so I decided to do some white. It shows off my lily white skin, right? Anyway, I hope you're staying warm and cozy out there. I hope you are. I hope you're safe. And it's been a lot for a lot of people. I talked to, my friends up and down the East Coast. I've talked to my friends in England, my friends in Canada, all over. And everybody's cold. Stay warm, bundle up. Let me wrap my goosey feathers around you and you stay warm, cozy. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. If you stay tuned this long, let me know what's next, meaning what quality control issue is going to be next. I said on another video, I don't know if it's out first or this one's out first, it doesn't matter. I said, gosh, she messes everything up. Everything is very basic, but it's messed up. So like her bottle of rosé or whatever is going to have the liquid, but like no cap on it or something like that. It'll probably be something silly like that. Or it'll just be an empty bottle, And then Harry will have a note in there that says, help me. I don't know what accent I just did for him, but it'll be something like that. So we'll look for that. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. Do check out Goose Adventures because I'm coming back over there. I know I keep talking about it. It's just been one thing after another, but I am because it's the new year. And this is when we all do our micro habits and I've lost 150 pounds. I'm so proud of my hard work and I'm so proud of all of your hard work and I want to celebrate it over there. So join me over there, Goose Adventures. See my before and afters and what I do to continue to maintain. So check that out. Thank you guys for being here. Click my Amazon links and I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Take care. Bye-bye.